Right.
Yeah, dude. I remember watching your motovlogs when I first started. I started off as a motovlogger, and then I kind of transitioned to my own little niche of safety
Right.
and everything. But I was watching you and Yummy and Walterific and all those other guys, and saw you guys
Right.
kind of meeting up. What really made you transition from motovlogging to like the wreck bike build, the gear reviews, all that type of stuff?
I mean, I think, like, obviously when I started out, the sector of YouTube that we exist in was a very different place.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, after you do the same thing for a really long time, eventually you, like, run out of ideas to make it different.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, I'm bringing motovlogs back now because I'm actually have, like, a renewed interest in it because I haven't done it in a while.
Yeah.
But I mean, I looked it up because I figured we would talk about like the channel and stuff like that. Because I was like, how long have I been doing this?
Yeah.
And August this year will be 10 years of making motorcycle focused content on YouTube. Yeah, it's absolutely nuts. So, I mean, 7 of those were literally just motovlogs. It was, you know, the GoPro and a helmet, and that's all you need.
Yep.
You're good, you know. So I think you just do something long enough to where you're like, I got to do something different. And if you break it down, a first ride is literally a motovlog with some cinematic shots in the beginning.
Yeah.
So it's not like I'm not doing them, but when I say the word motovlog, I mean have some random topic I want to talk about and go out. Don't have any inclination to bring an extra camera to make extra, you know, B-roll clips or a drone or any type of all the extra stuff. That's kind of what I mean when I talk about stepping away from doing a motovlog. So
Yeah.
I think that's the reason. Just got kind of bored of doing the same thing.
Yeah, I saw when you started to add in, we talked about the motion or After Effects, all that stuff.
Right.
The production value started going up and up and up. And you mentioned how you like being behind the camera and all that stuff. And I see all the lenses behind you. So obviously that's going to be a huge part of what you do. So do you think your like photography, videography love really changed how you went?
So quite possibly, because when I started, I wasn't really into cameras at all. I was actually, I think I had just graduated an art school with a degree in game design. So I have a bachelor's of fine arts in the technical term is interactive design and game development or something like that. So
that's cool.
That's what I'm classically trained as a 3D modeler. And then you know, did that for a little while, and as I did the YouTube thing, because it was, I mean, this is before GoPros were a thing, so it was interesting to get good helmet footage. Like you're talking like cut a hole out in your helmet and stuff a camera in. Yeah. I make the joke of that's why my nose is crooked, because the camera that I started out, I want to say it was like a Vado HD maybe. I'm not really sure what the name is, but do you remember back in the day when there were those little hand cameras that were rectangular boxes and the lens was at the top? Yeah. So the move back in the day before we had GoPros, all the young kids out there.
OG over here.
Bro, you stuffed the camera here, and your audio was already good because your mouth was next to the audio, and then the lens popped out of the helmet. So if you closed your visor, it would close the lens in inside the helmet with you. It was the sketchiest shit you could do. But at the time, that's what you did. Yeah. If you wanted to record, that's what you did. So it was interesting times back then.
Yeah, was anybody else doing it? Was anybody else doing
that? Oh, God, yeah. So
I don't remember any of that.
Yeah, so the OG guy, Mordeath13, was some dude in Taiwan that did it first.
M13. And then, I remember M13.
Yeah. So that was, as far as I know, that was the first guy doing it. But it was him. And then when I started, there was honestly probably like 5 other guys. And there's only one of those dudes that still makes content now. Downshift83, have you ever?
Yeah, I've heard of him, yeah.
So when I started, it was a very interesting time where Downshift was known in the market as the guy does wheelies, puts it to like Linkin Park music and just rocks it out. And you watch those videos, like me being a guy that hadn't started riding yet. I was like, oh my God, one day I'll do that. So it was much of a different time then, but it makes you appreciate now. Like I'll make helmet setup videos now, and I'm like, one, the quality level. Like I'm using the Hero 8 now, and holy shit.
Yeah, they're
like
insane.
it's gross.
I only got the 7, but it's crazy what it can do.
Right. So it's insane. And then the audio quality that you can literally just run a mic into your helmet and suddenly everything sounds amazing. So I have to remind myself every now and then. It's like I have to take a pause and like remember the days of old and been like, bro, you have it so fucking good right now.
Have you ever gone back to your old videos and looked at them?
Unfortunately. Yeah, it's terrible. Dude, so speaking of the helmet thing, there's a video where I started riding in the mountains like a week after I got my first bike. It was a terrible decision.
Oh, no.
But it was like my fourth video probably. Met up with some dudes like on a meetup app or something to go ride, and you can see the reflection of the lens in the video because it's stuffed inside the helmet with the visor down. So video quality's gone up just a wee bit since the start.
Yeah,
it's good to look back though.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's kind of how I see where I came from. You know, there would be like 20-second pauses in between a word I would say, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm bored, and I'm surprised people actually watched me. Now it's just all about looking at the analytics and seeing where people drop off. You know, did I pause there? Was this on a tangent? All these different things.
Right.
Do you look
you're into looking at all the details and stuff like that?
Yeah. I'm looking at watch time, retention, all that stuff, and just trying to see where it goes. And that's kind of where I went from. You know, what you were saying is like you'll do something, and it's like it's meh, but it does good here. You know, how should I integrate that into the channel? Maybe once a month, maybe once a week.